People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Now, people, it seems as if these volatile communities and the popo, they have a Tom and Jerry syndrome, meaning that 90% of the time they are at a war, 10% of the time they are okay. They have some sort of symbiotic relationship, meaning that they are dependent on each other. Now, I am speaking about an incident that occurred at about 2:30 in the evening, where it is said that a group of gunmen blazed up a set of persons that were in the vicinity of the Denhamtown Power station. Now, people, when you look at the time, 2:30, when you look at the fact that this incident occurred in front of the Power station, it is obvious that these people have zero fear for the Popo. So basically, it tells you that these persons are going to do whatever they choose to do, whenever they choose to do it, whoever they choose to do it to. It makes no sorts of difference. It is said that after the smoke cleared, at least 5 persons. Initially, I heard 9 persons. However, it is confirmed that at least 5 persons got hit up. Those persons are presently at the place of recovery, meaning KPH are one of them. Now, after the incident, shortly after the incident, the Popo say that they have 4 persons of interest. Those 4 persons of interest I am speaking about: Kibo, Kemar, Quinty, and Rico. So people, at the end of the day, it seems as if they are getting proper information, proper intelligence. So therefore, within hours of this incident occurring, they already have 4 persons of interest. However, people, it is not reasons for celebration whenever we see that the Popo have 4 persons of interest, because we've seen it played out before. And those persons of interest, on whatever case, whether it is high profile, are usually let go. However, it is good that they have a start. Now, people, like me say, when it comes to a whole lot of these garrisons in Jamaica, these people, they are the ones, and I am not speaking specifically for everybody, I am speaking in general. They are the ones whose family members are involved, entangled in all sorts of gang feud. They are the ones that are always shielding their family members. They are the ones that whenever the Popo go and them take out anybody or they arrest anybody, this person is always innocent. They are the ones that know everything, the whereabouts of these wanted men. However, they don't say anything. However, people, whenever the backlash comes, whenever it turns against them, whenever it literally rolls up at their footstep or doorstep, that is when everybody abal. That is when everybody is begging for justice and wants it to stop. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share. The next thing that is popping in the news is an incident that occurred on the North Coast Highway, that is by Trelawney, where 3 persons lost their life. The first person, Lexian Williams, YouTube influencer, whatever that means. The next person, Kenroy Smith, that was the boyfriend. He was the driver of the Mark X that was involved. The next person, an up-and-coming artist, his name is Free Speech. He was driving a Voxy. It is said that he is a DJ / Jota tour driver. He drives tourists around the country, back and forth to the airport, Rete, Lele, Blue, blah, bling. Based on information from the Popo, it is said that both vehicles were going in opposite direction. However, it seems as if the driver of the Mark X, Kenroy Smith, who is the boyfriend of Lexi the boss, he lost control. Did he get a flat? Did he hit some sort of stone? Did somebody bad drive him? No. Based on what the Popo are saying, it was speeding. So people, here again, once again, we see 3 people in a one car. 2 of them lose them life. The next one was out, badly bruised, broken this, broken that, in a very serious, maybe critical condition in the place of recovery. The next person, up and coming artist, tour driver, he was driving a Voxy with some tourists when the man lose control, running a theme vehicle. He lost his life upon the spot. Now people, when we saw those two vehicles, they look as if when you roll up some paper in your hand and you crumple them up and you fling them in the garbage. It was a mangled mess. It was very bad. Anybody that survived in any of those crashes should have considered themselves very fortunate, because people, when we look at the impact. Now based on information, it is said that the driver of the Mark X, him and his girlfriend and their best friend, they were going towards some sort of event, I think a cookout, some sort of barbecue, don't quote me on that. However, people, like them always say, haste makes waste. Whenever you are driving at a very high speed, it is easy for anything to happen. And people, what we also realize is that a lot of these young persons in Jamaica with these Mark X don't know if it is the jinx of the Mark X, if it is a jinx of the Voxy, the taxi, the Jota people. However, it seems as if most accidents in Jamaica, it involves some sort of Mark X, some sort of Jota, some sort of tour driver. And people, I am not going to say that it is the law of possibility or probabilities because so much Mark X upon the road. I am going to say that it is because of the attitude, the hypeness, the adrenaline rush that a lot of these young youths have when they are driving these fast cars, especially if this car is a rear end drive, especially if them can't drive. They have zero experience and they have zero patience. It never usually ends up good. So people, at the end of the day, this social media influencer, she decided that, alright, my boyfriend and my boyfriend, we're going to go wherever we're going. We're young, we're going to have a very good time. However, sometimes people say people are press pedal to the metal. And before them say anything, they are mum. They like the adrenaline rush. They like the excitement until things get out of hand. Until things literally lose control. And then they end up losing them life. Now here is where it is more tragic. Not to say that anybody's life is more important than the other. This other man was going the regular speed. This other man knew that he had tourists in the bus. Not to say the tourist life is more important. However, he knew that if he was speeding, these tourists, being mostly Americans, are from any other place that we have civilized people. People that are not going to tolerate or facilitate the FUCKRY. He was going about his business. As a matter of fact, based on the information that I got, it is said that he has a daughter. He dropped off the daughter to his mother's house. He was back to do his work. However, he did not get a chance to complete his work. So people, here we have it. An up-and-coming entertainer, decent artist, good artist. A lady that was making her name on social media. Very influential, as them say. She lost her life when all of this could have easily been avoided. And people, what is the problem? The problem is stubbornness. The problem is arduous. The problem is people too hype. People too impatient. People want to go everywhere early, however, always want to leave late. It makes absolutely no sorts of sense. It is a recipe for disaster. And people, in this case, we see that is exactly what took place or transpired. Now people, here's a video of this youth with his daughter and his baby mother and some family. This was taken over December. Based on the information, it is said that this occurred during his daughter's birthday. So people, hear this man very jovial in a December or a couple of months ago, and then afterwards this man lost his life because of carelessness, because of recklessness, because one person decided that he was going to do whatever he needed to do to reach wherever he needed to reach very early. However, he left late. So therefore, he almost took 2 other persons with him. Luckily, 1 lady survived so far. And then this youth also lose his life. So people, at the end of the day, it just shows you, if you do the right thing, more than likely the right thing will happen. If you do the wrong thing, more than likely it is going to escalate, it is going to come out bad. So therefore, you have a decision to make. Do the right thing and live, or do the wrong thing and die. Point blank and period.